Hello friends, welcome to Masterclass by Vigyan. This is Mohanji. Today we talk about success. What is success? The definition of success changes with time. When we were children, our success depended on marks in the class or appreciation of parents or teachers, things which made us happy. That was success for us. And we were trained to compete and be more successful from other students. But as we came into youth, that success story changed. What is success then? Having great relationships, people liking us in the society, doing something great in the society and making a name, all these became very important. Then came adulthood. We have a job, we have a career, all these things started. Then our success story changed. The definition of success changed. And there it's making money, making a house, or having a car, or marriage, so many different things. Then came the time beyond adulthood to the old age time. You can see that success is different then. Being able to handle oneself without help is success. Having a stable life without much medicines or much help from doctors is success. So, definition of success is always changing. So we need to understand at each point in time what brings us stability, what brings us peace, and what brings us a sustained contentment. That's exactly what is success. And many times we realize that success cannot be brought or bought from outside. We have to find it inside. The contentment factor has to be found inside. And there are methods for it. People would easily say you can meditate and be happy, be free. You can do pranayams, be happy and free. But that's all illusion to some extent. We should be in a state where we are perpetually witnessing ourselves without inhibitions, without prejudices, being with ourselves, being fully contented with ourselves, being happy with ourselves. And this is exactly how we have to cultivate this culture or the trend or the tendency of contentment and success within. There are very successful people who have no possessions. There are very successful people who are not bound by positions. There are great successful people who are not bound by relations either. So success is a very relative subject. It's individualistic. What is successful for one person may not be the same for another, but they are all making a difference in those people's lives. So success is a very, very varied subject. It has got multiple dimensions. So it is important that we should find a dimension that suits us. What is success for us? For a spiritual person, success is the final merger with the Supreme Consciousness, or identifying that Supreme Consciousness inside us and nurturing it in such a way that we see that Supreme Consciousness around us and finally becoming one with all these things. This is the success story of a spiritual person. But for a material person, he finds success in material possessions, ownerships, and things of that nature. But what gives permanent success? What gives permanent success? Every moment contentment. Contentment each moment. Every point in time we should be contented, peaceful, accepting, happy. That's success. Success is not tomorrow. Success is not something which we can say it will happen in the future. If we cannot be successful right now with our activity, with our life, with our current position, there is no guarantee that we can be happy in the future either. So success is happening right now. Success is an attitude which we have to cultivate every moment. When I was working in the organization in a multinational, I consider myself successful when I could achieve all my targets, especially financial targets. I considered myself successful as a manager when I could hand over extra credits to my people, my team members, get more salary for them, or give bonus for their great work. This was success for me. But then I realized that contentment does not come with only that. Contentment factor happens when you are not so dependent on the world outside, like possessions, materials or otherwise, positions like your rank in the society or what you have in this world as relations. Many of these things are passing or moving. They are not static. So success is that we are happy the way we have it, at the time we have it, and as we evolve further, we are able to cherish great memories. That's a life well lived. So success has a different equation here. That means in every aspect of life, we are able to enjoy and experience it 100%, irrespective of its flavor, whether it's positive or negative, whether it's happiness or sorrow. We are completely there. We are with every experience 100%, and we are enjoying that experience, whether it's happiness or sorrow. We are completely enjoying it and letting go of it right away. As soon as it's done, like time takes things away, our emotions also goes with it, and we are always like a boat floating over the river and balanced and cruising on. So through the emotions, through the terrains, through the ups and downs, through the winding roads, we are floating on. That's how life works. So success is our ability, not about material success, position or relation, but it's our ability to be there and experience it 100% while we are having it. Because things change. Everything changes in life. Nothing you can hold on. Time doesn't leave things there. Time takes things away. Whatever is created also can get uncreated. So we need to look at life in its right perspective. The definition of success is totally individualistic. But with wisdom, with awareness, it starts taking its own shape. And the whole happiness factor is a relative factor. You can't say, or we can't say that my happiness or the things which makes me happy is the same for another person. Not even your wife or children, your father or mother. It's completely varied. We all have our flavors, our nature, our inclinations and our desires. They are completely unique to ourselves, totally unique. So the moment you start accepting our uniqueness, the moment we start accepting our uniqueness, the moment we start accepting ourselves completely, assimilating what we have or what we are totally, from that context, what happens in life is totally different. The contentment factor grows with acceptance factor. The fundamental step is to accept oneself. Once we start accepting ourselves, that changes the flavor of our expectations. And if you have very less expectations from the world outside, you are usually very successful. Contentment factor is a great thing. When we are really contented with our life, our world, what we have, and we do not have sorrows connected to what we do not have, we are stable. Stability has a lot to do here. Stability is partially acceptance, partially recognition of what we have and really being grateful about it, and partially our ability to enjoy a thing at its time while it's happening. Because a thing or a situation that happens at one point in time cannot be transferred to another point in time. For example, what you experienced at the age of 20 is not the same, even if the experience is similar or the situation is similar, the experience is different at the age of 40. So each thing changes, flavor changes, our outlook changes, everything is changing in our life. So it's foolishness to try to hold on to something thinking that, oh, this I can extend all my life. It's not true. So every point in time, what comes to you should be received with gratitude and experienced in completeness. And also, never ever feel that we can move this to another time and we can have better experience. Usually not possible, because new time brings new things, new situations and new effects. So as life flows, things change. We have to experience each thing at its time. At that moment, completely, with full conviction, full happiness, full involvement, we experience it and then let go. So carrying the memories of the past into the present and to the future is basically foolishness. Likewise, one other aspect is that the real success also means we have lived our life in its fullness through acceptance, of course, and through non-violence to the world outside. When our life means harm to many beings around us, that's not a real successful life. Probably we may have got some satisfaction, selfish satisfaction because of our action, but in a more comprehensive way, our existence should be complementing other existence, or every being around us should be feeling good with our existence. Our energy should be enhancing them, not diminishing them or destroying them or denying them. Success has its multiple dimensions. It's good to analyze, but it's not good to brood over it. And also it is definitely not good to think about what you could not do, regret of the past, guilt. These are totally against success. So even if you have material wealth and if you are filled with guilt, that's not success. If you have material wealth and if you have success in the society, if you are recognized and appreciated in the society, if the world is recognizing you, be grateful and be humble. So humility adds to the flavor of success. Humility is very, very important. A really, really successful person, if they are humble, it accents their elegance. Success is a state of elegance as well. When you are very calm and very composed, when you have accepted yourself totally, and when you are fully there for the world, it's a successful life. Success is what people talk about us even after our death. So it's not something which happens just now and only for our satisfaction. Success is a statement that we deliver to the world with our own life. Our own life is our message, not our words, not our fleeting expressions, nor our personality. So it's a much more comprehensive, much more larger aspect of our existence. Many people live their whole life with selfishness, selfishly. And that's not a successful life, because they might have had many experiences, whatever they wanted, they would have got. But then what have they delivered to the world? If you are able to deliver 100% for the sake of the world, for the benefit of the world, that's a successful life. Those are the people who are remembered. The future generations remember them because they have delivered themselves to the world. They have given themselves to the world. And the future generation really remembers them with great respect. Respect has got to be earned through our consistency, through our conviction and non-violent behavior, attitude. Success is an attitude. And the right attitude is in giving, not craving, taking, or not being greedy. So, success is part of us. It's an attitude. We can create it. And the more you dedicate yourself for the welfare of the world, the more the world offers itself to you. That's success.